Alright, in this video, we are going to take a look at the top 5 most sought after, most desired Lincoln cents for the year 2022. I think I'm going to make this a regular thing every year. Now, the good news is it's just going to be once a year, so you don't have to worry about some like regular weekly series like I normally do. Some people just aren't fond of that. But I think doing this once a year will give everybody a little bit of perspective of the coins that are truly moving at a rapid rate on the secondary market compared to some of those that aren't moving as quickly. Now, things are a little bit different this day and age. The coin market as a whole is performing absolutely amazing. If we're going to kind of compartmentalize Lincoln cents, both the wheats, the memorials, and anything else in there, we find that the entire Lincoln cent series from 1909 to date is up about 3 to 4% as a whole. That speaks volumes on just the popularity of this particular series. As a matter of fact, most people who are new at numismatics and investing, they normally gravitate toward the Lincoln cent series to really kickstart their collecting or investing desires because it's such an approachable series, and you have just a wide range of coins at wide ranges of prices that kind of fit the need of every demographic, every kind of like budget that you see out there. So it's only apropos that we take a look at the Lincoln cent series because it has been a constant performer, and it's been anything but typical in today's market. Now, a few things to keep in mind when we're looking through this list. These are going to be the coins that over the course of the last 12 months have shown the deepest and widest increases at the same grade level. Okay, so we're going to take a look at certain grade levels where a lot of these coins are moving a lot quicker and at a higher price. So that way, if you guys have these coins, you might want to consider selling, because these particular 5 coins, all 5 of these, are, I would say, performing at the highest level right now. Now, will these slow down next year or later this year? Kind of hard to say. But when things go up unnaturally high too fast, they will retrace at some point. Which is why I'm saying, if you have any of these coins at anywhere sniffing the particular grade I'm talking about, you might want to consider selling. All the coins that you're going to see today, I've been able to pick up all of the data from Great Collections. Fortunately, we have coins of the same grade. Some of them might be CAC certified that have sold, most recently, and then the next example, I guess, had sold about a year and a half ago. And another thing to keep in mind, the grades, these coins I'm telling you about, there's enough market data to show a regular sales pattern. Okay, that's important. It's not like one coin sold today and the last example sold a year and a half ago. That doesn't make any sense. A number of these coins through the course of the last 12 months have sold. So we're not dealing with 1 or 2 or 3 coins in the last 12 months. We're talking about, 5 to 10 to 15 examples, which is good. That's a give us a wide breadth of just market activity that you guys deserve to see. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into these 5 coins. No honorable mentions. I like to do honorable mentions, but in this one, we're just going to dive right in to the top 5. 1931S is a supremely underrated date for the longest time. Okay, now this is a coin that is firmly cemented as a standard bearer of the series as being those sub-million keys that we all like to see. However, these coins, back in their heyday, people did know that these were low mintage and they were saved, especially at the highest grade levels. That's why we see a lot of mid-state examples, whether they're brown, or full red. We've seen quite a few of them in the marketplace, and it's really easy to get if you needed to. However, people do collect these on the merit of the registry set. The Lincoln Cent Registry is probably the biggest out there through either PCGS or NGC. That's worth noting. But when the coins become way too wacky or zany to afford, the affordability level just goes out the door. People are going to be looking at what they call the sub tiers. They're going to be looking at coins that are maybe a grade point lower. All right, and that's where a lot of the affordability comes into play. They're not spending tens of thousands of dollars. However, maybe $1,500 to $2,000 for a coin like this might be well within their wheelhouse. Okay, and you're still getting a really phenomenal coin. So the 31S here, beautiful example. These things I think are blowing up because people recognize that it is a key date, and you could score yourself a really nice, acceptable market piece for not a lot of money. All right, so the grade that we're kind of targeting here in this video are mid-state 66. Now, this is that sub-tier grade that I was talking about. Mid-state 67s, man, they're becoming way out of reach. They're $5, $6, $7, $8, $10,000 on much higher grade levels, so why not go for a 66? But these things have been jumping up quite a bit as well. The last example that had sold for this year was actually April 24th. This was very recent. As a matter of fact, it's just this past weekend. And this example that you see here is the one that sold, Mid-State 66 full red through PCGS. That example sold for $2,112.75. However, if we go back a while ago, July 4th, actually, good old Independence Day of last year, 2021, a coin of the same grade, same grading service sold for $1,743.81. There was a point in time as recently as, I would say, 7 or 8 months ago, that you were still able to pick up a Mid-State 66 red 31S for under $2,000. But every single coin since August of last year have sold in excess of $2,000. The ship has sailed to score one of these for under $2,000. These are the coins that people are looking to buy right now, and you're probably going to see these coins continuously rise in price because supply will dwindle a little bit. There's not nearly as many Mid-State 66 reds out there as, what's claimed to be. Plus, it's got that sub-million mintage. I mean, how many 66s could exist out of, such a scarce state? It remains to be seen, but I feel like that this coin is going to continuously go up, while not, rocket ship up, but, it's going to continuously see maybe 5-6% increases year after year. Over the course of the last 12 months, we're seeing a general 20% increase in this particular grade. The next one that I have here is one of my favorites. I love talking about this coin because it's a true sleeper amongst some of what we call like the regular, Lincoln Cent kind of casual collectors. No one ever thinks that a high-grade 25S would be worth a spit. It's one of the worst struck coins in history. This one, however, looks pretty sharp, but they're not all like that. I would say 80% of the entire run of 25Ss have a really weak strike, mostly on the reverse, but, this is quite the anomaly right here. Now, this coin right here doesn't have some crazy, low mintage or anything like that. However, it was produced during a time where quality control was non-existent. So a lot of these coins, exited the mint, and they looked horrible. This preceded kind of like that Great Depression time where a lot of people did spend their coins. Not many mid-state examples survived during that time. So these had a very low survival rate. Now, the grade that we're going to be targeting for a 25S is going to be the Mid-State 64 Red Brown. And in this particular case, we had two coins that had CAC certification that sold about a year from each other. This one right here is the most recent example that actually sold January 16th of 2022 in the amount of $1,681.88. So March 21st of last year, this is kind of like the big difference maker here. A coin of the same grade, also CAC certified, not the same coin by the way, but same grade, same CAC certification, sold for $1,182.38, about a $500 difference from the previous coin, which signals around a 30-31% increase from 12 months ago, which is a pretty big increase. By the way, the 5 coins I have listed aren't in a particular order. It's just I threw them all together in one list, and this is what you're getting. So another good one here. This is a key sleeper for condition-sensitive coins. I try to get the words out. It's a tongue twister sometimes. The next coin that we have here, I mean, this is no surprise, 72 Lincoln Memorial. This is the double to die obverse FS 101 variety. I knew these things weren't going to stay at $300-400 for that long. These have been flying up pretty high, and yeah, I mean, just look at it. The coin is firmly one of the top 5 varieties in the entire series. I mean, why would you not want an example of this? There are a number of them out there still in mid-state red, very beautiful coins, but don't wait too much longer. If you're looking to afford one of these, you better pick one up quick, because this particular grade level of the 72 DDO is drying up, and they are going up in value pretty quickly. This particular case here, we are going to be targeting grades of between mid-state 65 and 67. Now, that's a little bit of a range for these, but we're seeing just huge price movements of that particular range. You can even throw plus grade designations in there as well. In this particular case, an example most recently sold on April 3rd, 2022. That's this month, by the way. Mid-state 65 red by PCGS sold for $717.01. Which is unprecedented. This used to be kind of like the average grade for these on the secondary market, where you could pick them up for, $400 or $500. It's not like that any longer. The last example about a year ago, April 4th of 2021, same grade, sold for $545.62, which places this particular coin over the course of 12 months as a 24% increase. Again, if you're looking to buy one of these, jump into it right now. If you have these for sale, you might want to consider selling it if you want to move it, because the prices are insane right now, and I don't know if they're going to continue going up. This is one of those coins that maybe the 65 will be the first casualty, where it'll slow down a little bit, but you're going to see 66s and up continue to go up. It's kind of hard to say, but I'll let you guys know. We'll do a little bit of a kind of like check-in, I would say about a year from now, to see where these coins are. All right, so this is a tough one right here, and this is a coin that is, it's either it's on your hit list to, as a completionist, you want to try and assemble every single coin in the Lincoln Cent series. However, the mid-state grades of the 22 plain no mint mark Lincoln Wheat Cent is untouchable in mid-state condition. I thought I made that perfectly clear a number of times. I mean, those things, number one, you have a lot of general interest from not only collectors and typeset collectors, but the investable market that's looking for some of those gauntlet high-grade specimens. Good luck trying to get one without having to take out a second mortgage at your home. This particular example, however, we're looking at XF40 and 45. Okay, we're not going like super crazy insane here. We have to keep it kind of reasonable to show real market data. The 2 coins that I have highlighted as far as sales is concerned are both CAC certified examples, which is really cool. So the most recent example sold this past weekend, April 24th on Great Collections, to the tune of $2,225.25. Man, that's a lot of 2s and 5s in there. Also an XF40 CAC certified example. A year ago, just over a year ago, March 21st, 2021, The same grade, CAC certified, sold for $1,546.88. And there were a few sales during that time that sold for between $1,500 and $1,700. This one was about a year ago. So that represents easily a 30% increase over the course of the last 12 months. Is it going to slow down? Probably not, because the people that are looking for these coins in a little bit higher grades, maybe an AU, those things are getting expensive unless you wanted to pay $2,500 to $3,000 or higher. They're going to untap the XF40s and 45s as kind of like the, I guess, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but, the next best resort, or they're settling for an XF40, which I think is still a phenomenal coin with lots of meat on it. Now, I did highlight the strong reverse. These are the most desirable because they have a fully struck reverse, and that's what a lot of collectors and investors want. All right, no surprise. The final coin of the list is the 1983 Lincoln Memorial Cent with the doubled die reverse. I mean, I've seen these things go up over the course of the last 12 years. Or 12 months rather, not 12 years, but yeah, 12 years ago, yeah, these things were a lot more affordable. But yeah, I do all these Monday market reports, and these coins are not slowing down. They are incredible. They're dramatic as far as the doubling on there. This variety slaps you in the face pretty good. And this is going to be a coin that I think it's not going to slow down anytime soon. We're going to see a dry up of coins of a certain grade. Now, looking at this coin, it doesn't look that fantastic, but this is the most recent example of this coin, graded as a mid-state 66 red. And in this particular case, we're going to be focusing on grades between a 65 and 67 red. Keeping in mind that 67 red is quite valuable. It's, I believe, like $1,500 as of right now, maybe a little bit higher. But there are coins graded finer than 67 of the 1983 DDR, so keep that in mind. But as far as the coins that are coveted in a specific grade range, the 83 DDR has been picking up a lot of steam. It's trying to catch up to the 72 DDO. It might be there. It's close. But the 66 red is that kind of sweet spot of a lot of market activity. The most recent example sold this past weekend, April 24, 2022, as a mid-state 66 red. That's the coin you see here with some of this staining. Sold for $502.49, whereas the coin a year ago sold February 7th, 2021, same grade, same grading company, for only $371.25. Boy, how much a year kind of changes things on the numismatic landscape is insane. That coin, by the way, had sold in February of last year, looks 10 times better than this one. So that says a lot right there. When someone's willing to kind of settle for a coin, I would say, it won't be kind of like the best coin in your collection, especially if you're paying this kind of money. But this, ladies and gentlemen, signals a stout 40% increase across the board for these very nice mid-state reds. You better believe that some of the more advanced grades like 67 and up are going to continuously shoot up into the stratosphere. If you're looking to buy one of these, don't wait too long. You have noticed that listings have been light, more so than usual. And if you are a seller of one of these coins, even the raw examples in lesser grades like AU and low mid-state have been selling really well. As a matter of fact, good luck trying to find one for under $200 that looks decent. That's just kind of like where we're at here on these coins. It's just the people have found out the secret that these are insane. They are beautiful. They're gorgeous varieties, and they're going to continuously hunt them out the best way that they can. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to go ahead and do it for this top five. Yeah, it took a little bit longer than usual, but, we do need some explanation as to why these are selling. We got put in the good old comparo, from a coin that sold here within the last, 30 to 90 days to one that sold a year ago. Because this type of video wouldn't be as effective without at least displaying some sort of data to you. I could just throw it out into clear blue air, and maybe a few of you would believe me, but this is like concrete, hard market data. Again, all the images and pricing data from great collections. Go ahead and check it out. If maybe you have some other coins that you're thinking about getting and you want to check out market data, you can certainly do that here. But that's going to go ahead and do it, guys. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell for instant notifications. Love you guys. Would love to hear your thoughts on this one. And that's going to go ahead and do it. You guys take care. Have a great day. And I'll see you on the next coin video. So long.